There was a sheriff up in Marquette County. He sent me an email. He said, "Paul, I just wanted to share this story with you. Just the other night, I was called to the scene of a house fire. I had 3 children in the back seat of my squad. I offered them a book out of the backpack, and I handed the backpack to the little girl who was sitting there. And she opened it up, and right inside, the first book she reached for was a Charlotte's Web book. And she looked at the officer as she pulled that book out and said, "Do you mind if I keep this one? Because the one I was reading just burnt down in the fire." And you can imagine how it sent the chills up that sheriff's neck, just hearing that little girl's story there. That life goes on after you just lost everything in a house fire. There's still a continuity of shifting a child's focus to something that they treasure. The program started with just the idea of how can I do something to make a difference in the world. My wife and I, we had initially flown out to New York to advance my book writing career. And it was at that time, while we were in New York, we did some sightseeing and went to Ground Zero. And we were inspired at Ground Zero by a wall filled with crayon drawings that children had done that were traumatized by that event of 9/11. And we thought, why not reach out to these kind of kids the minute a crisis happens, give them something to shift their focus to, and why not have it be a children's book? So the whole idea was born in New York 6 years ago. We brought it back to Wisconsin. We thought, well, you know, this would be a great tool for first responders to use at the scene of an accident or domestic crisis when they're exposed to children that are frightened and crying. And what better way to reach out to kids than to hand them a children's book and say, "Hey, would you like to take a look at this?" To help you shift your focus to something positive. Well, for the past 6 years, we've been struggling to get our word out about what we're doing. We're in 12 states now. We'd like to be in 50 states. And it's through the resources that are in your community and the people you get to know that help you raise your organization to the next level. And we've been blessed to have had a connection with ACI here in Middleton, Wisconsin, to help us even with something as simple as designing a new brochure, designing a new logo for our organization. These things are critical in getting the word out about what you're doing, and I can't thank ACI enough. What we are trying to do in a big way to expand the program is to involve different corporations and organizations all over the country to step up to the plate and go, "Hey, I'd like to help you guys out." And what we do to recognize them, in this situation, our proud partner was Roundy's Supermarkets. 21 of their stores just recently did a book drive for us. It doesn't take much effort on the part of a corporation to get involved. Every little bit adds up. But the backpack is traditionally filled with about 18 children's books, ranging in age from a toddler to a teenager, so the officer who hands the books out of the backpack to the children has a good variety to pick from, and it's age appropriate. So we are in a constant state of trying to continue to fill the backpacks to get new books to put into them, so book drives and corporate dollars go toward actually printing backpacks, our supplies, our storage, our facilities, our warehouse, our office, our staff. The need is huge. And we'd love your help. So consider it, please. Check out our website at reach-a-child.org for more information, or contact myself directly.